The very speedy reaction to the Ruai issue by KOTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli tells us a lot. The first thing it tells us is that this man must have had a heads up. He knew that the government was going to repossess those 3,000 acres in the Ruai area. Actually, in my opinion, he was speaking on behalf of the government, but disguising this official statement as his own opinion. Maybe this is what they were discussing at his Kajiado home. Remember that incident we covered on this channel? Maybe this is what they were discussing, or part of what they were discussing that day. Atwoli says the 3,000 acres have hampered the expansion of a sewerage plant in the area. And he adds, those responsible should have been arrested a long time ago. And Atwoli urged the government to fast track the repossession of public property, and bring the perpetrators to book, those who have grabbed public property and hampered, public services. Of course, he didn't name names, but it is very clear from this tone that he was targeting his favorite political punching bag, and that's the deputy president. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not against the government repossessing grabbed land. No, in fact, that's a great thing. It is the only thing that has to be done now. And if it is not done now, it will be done under unfortunate circumstances in the near future. The way things are going, I'm predicting that will happen. But what I'm against, and what will never stand the test of time, is being selective when you want to repossess public land that has been grabbed. That can never stand the test of time. Because as soon as you make this thing political, what is going to happen tomorrow is another regime whose land was repossessed may take over. Just an example. And what do you think they'll do when they take over? They will take back the land that was repossessed, and then they will repossess public land grabbed by their political opponents, which in this case is Team Keleweke. And so that seesaw game over public land is not going to help anybody. And indeed, this is our big problem in the fight against corruption. The only way the fight against corruption can be decisive, can be successful, is if we get ourselves a brand new crop of political leaders. Because the truth is, our current guys are all guilty. All of them have done something fishy to get rich. It is a clear case of let he who has not sinned throw the first stone. And then you get all the political leaders walking away with their heads bent down. If you want to deal with somebody politically, then deal with him or her politically. Another effective technique to do this is, first of all, to ensure that you and your political supporters and anybody who supports you return everything they've stolen from the public. Then you can deal with this other guy properly, and with a clean slate yourself. But when you have a fight against corruption that is selective, then you can be sure it will not succeed. And I've given you one example, because only God knows about tomorrow. You cannot come here and claim to know that this administration, these political leaders, this political class will be here for the next 2 years, let alone the next 20. Wewe si Mungu.